Oftentimes, we get confused with the real meaning of the word esports. It has to be because it's something novel. It just started just a couple of decades ago and is still making its way into the lexicon. Esports refers to electronic sports, which covers everything from card games to League of Legends. Professional gamers compete either in teams or as individuals in tournaments, which can turn out some large sums of money as cash prizes. Get the latest on esports from our YouTube channel, Most Popular Esports Game. Over the years, esports have gained in popularity and so too in prize money per tournament participation and even in the quality of the games. If we made a count of the number of games involved in esports as of 2020, the list would run on as the catalog is deep. As stakes increase, so do the earnings and the fan base. Everyone wants to get a piece of the pie that comes from esports prize winnings. Gamers have different opinions about which is the most popular esports game, but figures show that Counter-Strike Global Offensive had the most gamers in 2020 with more than 13,000 professional players. Talk about popular. How much can a pro gamer earn from different games? Professional gaming can be lucrative, and the best of the best build their celebrity and earn huge amounts of money each competition in winnings. Some of the top gamers drive expensive, flashy cars. Some come into the kind of money that lets you enjoy a life of luxury. Now, forget all the colloquial information. Research has been put in, and there's been some digging into how much each pro gamer can earn. And by the numbers, it shows that an average pro gamer, as reported by esportsearning.com, can earn between $1,000 and $5,000 per month. But that's just scratching the surface on what pro gamers can earn. Top gamers rake in up to $15,000 per month, but that is still just a part of their revenue. Gamers can earn huge amounts of money outside of their prize winnings from promos, sponsors, and gifts, all in addition to the prize money. In 2020, The Beam places John Sunstein as the highest paid pro gamer, earning up to $6.9 million over his career. Let's keep the esports alive. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest esports updates. The highest prize of all time as of 2020. The esports prize pool has continued to rise even during the pandemic thanks to gobs of sponsorship money. If we look back at what it used to be, the value of winning a tournament has grown exponentially. Esports have developed quickly from a very small startup to a billion-dollar industry, and many have become multimillionaires through esports. Stakes and winnings have continued to increase as the popularity of the sport rises. Gamers have risen to the occasion, and with all the additional money on the line, we've seen some incredibly great and competitive tournaments. The International Dota 2 tournament has popped up as one of the premier competitions. A 2020 report shows that the International Dota 2 tournament has the biggest prize pool for the year 2020. It made history with earnings above $34 million, beating the previous year's record. Its cash prize demonstrates outstanding performance and growth of the sport. Players with the biggest prize money in esports as of 2020. Naming the players that have reached the mark of recognition for the top earners in esports is an international roll call. The UEFA Champions League rakes in over $1.3 billion, Formula 1 earns about $780 million, FIFA World Cup earnings has risen to $576 million, and the UEFA Europa League rounds us out with earnings of about $250 million. As for the gamers that make the top list with the highest prize monies are, from the International Dota 2 tournament, John Sunstein earned $6.9 million, Kyle Buga Giersdorf has earned $3.1 million in the Fortnite League. Andreas XYP9X Hoytsleth raked in $1.8 million at CSGO. Lee Faker Sanghyuk picked up $1.3 million in the League of Legends. Lee Rogue Byung-yul earned $860,000 with StarCraft 2. And Ian C6 Porter got $845,000 with the famous Call of Duty. Will Dota 2 International still be a top 2020? The International Dota 2 tournament has seen its value rise again in 2020. As of an October 2020 esporting report, Dota 2 was still the leader amongst esporting tournaments with more money in the bank than any other tournament and with more competitors than any other competition with more than 13,000 professional players. Hopes are still very high they'll continue their success as they continue to do their due diligence in building up the event. Looking at the performances thus far, there is still big hope that the International Dota 2 tournament will still be on top of the esports profile at the end of the 2020 season. The competition looks to add to its esports record of its all-time earnings of over $34 million in 2020. Some of the leagues that make esports what it is as of 2020. Esports have developed over the years from a basement game where there wasn't much money involved to make a living into a billion-dollar industry. Professional teams and professional gamers alike have elevated the profile and standard of esports into a global brand. As of 2020, viewership has reached an all-time high of over 450 million followers, and that grows by the day. Revenue has also been earned in the form of sponsorship and advertising from some huge global brands like T-Mobile, Audi, Mountain Dew, Samsung Mobile, and Red Bull, pumping billions of dollars into the industry. Some of the top names that have made the esports tick are the International Dota 2 tournament, the Fortnite World Cup, and Infinity Blade. Kyle's exploits. Age 16 is a very young age. Most kids are still trying to figure out their place in high school, but if you're a gamer, you could be in your prime years. Think back to what you were doing at the age of 16. One kid who made sure to take advantage of his youth to get started on his life work was Kyle Booga Giersdorf, who became a superstar at the age of 16. He's not just an esports enthusiast, but a professional gamer and one of the best. He competes as a professional Fortnite gamer and has earned $3 million in his career. He's set the record for the largest cash win by a solo gamer, stamping a historical record in esports before he can even see a rated R movie without his parents. His cash winnings make him a 2020 esports hero and a star kid. A real diaper dandy, baby! He's still a kid to watch out for as more tournaments roll in. Esports' highest prize pool in 2020. This record is still awaiting official authentication due to the final results that have come in from the 2020 League of Legends tournament, which just concluded. But as of October, $2.5 million was looked at as an average amount of revenue for an esports competition. Several events earned into the millions of dollars in gaming revenue in 2020. The International Dota 2 is top, of course, as we brought up several times now that it had a historic revenue of about $34 million. Earnings are expected to be on the rise throughout the industry, even with lockdowns and pandemic restrictions still in effect. More gamers are expected in the esporting hub as well, looking to be the first to know about the big prize pools. Dota 2 still takes the cake and sets the tone for tournaments everywhere. League of Legends, League of Cash. League of Legends, popularly called LOL, has refined all aspects of its tournament over the years. The focus on building up the brand of the tournament has succeeded in its rise in popularity. League of Legends features some of the biggest professional gamers in the industry. LOL competes favorably with other leagues and tournaments, which has also seen its prize money pick up over recent years. Its financial records and earnings have grown from $98,500 to $2.2 million to nearly $6.5 million in revenue and payouts respectively. 2020 investment and payouts are expected to be in the millions of dollars as the game is getting bigger and better with each tournament. What has changed in 2020 for esports? The pandemic has changed a lot about esports. Online viewership is now at an all-time high due to the various city lockdowns and social distancing laws. The online viewership in esports was measured in watch hours, which grew from 4.8 billion hours in 2019 to a whopping 7.6 billion hours in 2020. More game developers are creating and developing games which, since they are virtual, aren't affected by the gathering, event size, and sporting restrictions. If anything, people staying at home in record numbers has bolstered the industry. Games with big earnings to look out for in 2020 are the International Dota 2 tournament, League of Legends, Counter-Striker, Mortal Kombat, Apex Legends, Super Smash Bros., and Call of Duty. We have the greatest esports coverage on our channel with the most current and up-to-date information on esports, the games, tournaments, the gamers, and teams you love. Stay locked into our YouTube channel if you're an esports fan, enthusiast, or just a gamer who enjoys unrivaled information. Subscribe and hit the notification bell for updates on new videos.